right? So one of the most important things you can do is create a poker community. And community is very important when you're trying to learn a certain skill or trying to get better at something, but it's very important in poker players. And the best players have them. I mean, like Dwan and Galfin, and a lot of these guys come up together. They come up in teams of like 3 or 4. They live in a house together. They all exchange. They argue. They focus. They're each other's both psychological support and support for hands and so on and so forth. And it's cool because you're not just one person getting better at something. You're a group of people getting it better at something. And this is applicable in all different disciplines. I mean, we see this in Olympics. We see this in a wide range of, very skill-based things. I really feel it's the quickest way to get better is to build a strong poker community around you. And it also has this really awesome effect because it creates psychological support. So you have a core group of people that know what you're going through, right? So like as a poker player, like I knew when I was coming up, like most people didn't, my friends like didn't really get what I was talking about. Like, they're like, I don't understand. Like, they don't really get it. And if you have people around you that really get it and identify with you, it creates a stronger psychological like support group. And it also makes you, I think one of the good things you can do is in your team, everybody should be accountable, right? So you should all hold each other accountable. So like the thing would be like what I do for my private students is they have to write down all the good hands and bad hands, right? All the good hands they played, all the bad hands they played. And nobody wants to come back to me and write bad hands. So what they do is they tend to play less bad hands. Why? Because they don't want to come back and talk about it. So it's like having somebody hold you accountable for the things that you're doing. It's very, very, very important. Now, creating a community might be difficult, but it's not because of online. The online's filled with amazing level of there's tons of communities. I mean, there's Deuces, not Deuces Crack. There's Deuces Crack's a great community also, but there's 2+2 forums. I mean, sometimes people are a little mean on those forums, but you could read all that stuff there. There's 2+2. There's communities at Poker Act Factor, Deuces Crack, Blue Flyer Poker. There's tons of forums. There's tons of ways you can meet people, and I would really recommend building a group of 5 or 7 players around you that you could always, 3 o'clock in the morning, shoot them a text message and ask them, what do you think about this hand? And vice versa. You have this kind of exchange. And here's some ideas. One of the things you can do is do argue sessions. Like once a week, everybody gets together, throws a hand up on the board or goes over a hand. You all argue the line. I think this line's good. I think that line's good. It's good to get argument around poker because then you can come up with core reasons why you're taking specific actions. You could also discuss what happened right after a game. So like if you guys have some sort of home game, and instead of just leaving at the end of it, like discuss what happened. Spend 25 minutes or 30 minutes discussing why'd you do this, why'd you do that, getting to know what's going on. This doesn't work in the home game where everybody's out to get them, but in a group of friends, I mean, it does work. It's fun. It's interesting. It's a learning process. Finally, read some book or forum post. Have everybody read a forum post. Right? Like Phil Golfland's G-Bucks. Have all 7 of you read that. And then argue it. If you don't understand something, you could ask somebody. You could share this information. Have everybody read a book. Okay, guys, we're all going to read Kill Everyone by Nam Lee or something like that. And we're going to discuss it. What's his strengths? What's his weaknesses? So on and so forth. That'll make you a really good player. If you could find a community, embrace, and be consistently part of a poker community, you'll all get better. And it's something that I try to do here at School of Cards, but it's really something all of you, because everybody's from different parts of the world, should focus on. It should be a really strong goal, is creating this community.